All right, STEM for girls. So,
Part 4.
part 4, we're gonna take these motors. I'm gonna put them on here. I'm gonna let you help me screw these down. We're gonna put the plus minus on one side, all right? And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side.
So that's called the living room.
So yeah, so we're now plugging into the living room, and we're gonna screw it down so that the wires are tied together, the rainbow wires.
The rainbow wires, which we have all sorted out right here.
And look at this. Take a look at that, sweetie. I already sorted all of that out, so it's already
That's
soldered
supposed
together.
to go the other way around.
No. We're gonna face it outward. That way you can see the wires, and you can hit the reset button. You'll see what I was doing. All right, so.
This is a bathroom, if you were wondering.
Wait, so the robot has a home?
So it helps her to remember the circuitry by identifying it as a home item, and I'm allowing that as a way for her to remember the circuitry. And that's great, because that's a mnemonic to help her remember. See how these are plugged in, Pumpkin? These are plugged into the motors now, okay? All right. You see how we have the battery pack here, sweetie?
Yes,
So
sir.
we can also put the battery pack into this place, and we can plug that in. So we can give it power, and I think I need to split the power between this guy. So to give this guy power, I need to give a black and a white wire. Maybe this is the right choice. So on here on the circuit board, Pumpkin, take a look real close. I got a 5-volt ground and a voltage in. I'm gonna use ground and voltage in over here. So ground is the black wire. Voltage in is the voltage in, right?
They're like pipes.
Exactly, it's a pipe, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this battery onto this terminal here, but I'm gonna also put these guys together on this terminal so that they're all tapping the same thing at once. Okay? I'm gonna add a little more wire to this thing so it makes it a little bit better to work with. Just a bit. Oh, let me turn that off. That's the World Cup. Let me turn that off.
Long time.
Sorry. Okay. World Cup, right? World Cup. Yeah. So I'm just gonna plug these together. I'm gonna plug them in right here. And then I'm going to screw that here. And then I'm going to put the 5 volts. Since this is not exactly 5 volts, I'm going to put it into VCC, okay? It has an onboard regulator, and it can regulate the voltage. So we can put all the way up to 12 volts here. I want to use 12 volts on this robot. So we're going to supercharge it, okay, Sweet Pumpkin? It went from 6 volts to 12 volts. And you're going to see that we can supercharge it, and it'll be just fine. I don't think we'll blow the motors until much bigger voltages. Okay. Now, what's happening?
It's lighting
It's
up.
alive! Alright, so what happened? Now you have your house, Pumpkin. I need you to come now, and I want you to draw your house. And save some from Papa. So, this is your what?
That's the living room.
That's the living room. Okay, so
And
now
this-
we're gonna stuff the living room
Right there.
here.
Yeah, because look at our house. First, you go to the living room, then the kitchen, then the dining room.
Would you be okay if I stuff these batteries way back here?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put the batteries back here so we can save space.
Okay.
And it's gonna be better if we have quicker access to them. So putting them back here is actually.
Can I actually draw the house?
You can do anything you'd like, sweetie.
Yeah.
All right. In fact, I like to draw the house before I put it in here a lot. Here, I'll get you a notebook, in fact. Oh, let's end the video. How about we get a notebook when we come back? Let's end the video saying that now that we've got power going to our, what is this called? This is the bathroom.
That's the living room. This is the bathroom.
So what's the purpose of this living room?
The purpose?
Yeah, what does it do?
Okay, so
It has motors that are attached to it, right?
so it will make these move.
Right? And because these take a lot of power to move, he's too small to make a move without this guy to help. He's like a big, muscly power mover.
So the TV.
Like a brute.
Motor controller. He's a motor controller. It's an H-bridge motor controller. Now we got power into this little rechargeable battery pack, and it also got power into this, right? This is going to be our brain, our OSEPP Nano. It's an Arduino. This is an Arduino, okay? So somewhere we can place this in our circuit and it'll look cool. So maybe we can even put it on the outside of the robot like this, and I can cut a hole and so that we can place it, right? But now we can take another wire. It's like let's say we need a negative and then I need a negative. Okay, so we need two of these. Okay, so now let's take a yellow signal wire. Okay?
And if y'all are doing this with us, make sure to do everything that we do, because if you don't, you'll mess up.
No. It's okay to mess up, and all you have to do is try, and never give up. So taking this apart, that's something Dad can do, but learning what's going on inside, that's something that Sweet Pumpkin, you, and everyone else can do.
I almost took this off.
So this baby has an input here, okay, and it has enable A, enable B. So if you give it a digital pulse of ground or positive, you can send a signal into this guy. So
Where are the speakers?
there's a speaker actually on the side here. We can wire that up.
I meant the speakers.
Oh, you mean the infrared sensors. So what we're gonna
No,
do?
the speakers for the TV.
Speakers for the TV, right? These speakers are actually for the brain, so that the brain can think. And what we can do is we can place it here, and then we're gonna attach the wires to this guy back here. We're gonna use wires like this. Okay, so this one has like a
God, it's almost 5.
trigger, right? So one of the signals here, and then we can attach it to one of the digital inputs. The trigger needs to be, we'll go into another lesson about this. We'll go into the next lesson, okay? Because I need to find out if this is analog or digital that I need to place these pins on. And then we can choose an A or a D. See, we have D 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12, and then 13. Those are the 14 digital pins. It says 13 here, but we started counting at 0, right? So we have 14 digital input, and then we have analog. And analog lets you count all the way up and all the way down. Digital is just on, off, on, off, on, off, okay? So in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to start talking to this guy over here. So if an enable one needs to be put down to the bottom or to the top, it only needs to be a digital signal. So we can put a yellow wire there and we can put him on a digital place. Let's choose digital 12 because it's all the way over here and it's easy to get to. All right? So if I were to go into my motor data thingy, and I'm going to attach 2 more wires, we're going to get the green one, and then I need a... How about this one? Because we need 2 negative ends. I'm going to attach in 1 and in 2. We have orange here, and we have green, right? And since these need to be pulse width modulated or something, I'm not sure.
And all these colorful wires are called the rainbow
Maybe
wires.
they're not. Maybe these are digital. So let's attach it to digital 11 and let's attach this to digital 10. When we come back, we're going to go into the code and we're going to actually start triggering these to see what happens.
Okay.